Here we are again doing video and to say something more elaboration about my last videos before criticizing or shaming someone. Make sure you are not one also. Like those who always love to say this race or this is a just you will put the money in their head and they will do whatever you wanted to say to them. How they look at our race also. Then in fact they are also one of the ones who is being paid off for power and money, for more money and more power. It's like they thought it's their friend, but they are being used off actually. Then later on, they will betray one another. That bird sayings or people always says is truth. As now I learned how Europe and Western does the technique. They are actually helping one another, but they are planning to betray one another at the end. Laughable situation of us people. We are actually mocking ourselves and betraying ourselves in knowing that we know better than anyone else. But actually, we are grown ourselves from the own purpose, who own one's selfishness, greed, jealous, what else? Until we are being eaten and easily controlled, especially the spiritual world. Spiritual world actually handles us. They can easily do something to us, but it depends also. Because if you really believe in your faith and the protection of God, nothing will happen to you. Everything that will be plat upon you will be naturally go away and come back whoever plotted or sent it. So it's a test for them, spiritual world, and it's a test from us, also physical world. Who will go with the pet of hell that they are saying? So it's all about our sins. Whatever we do, upside down, on any position, any knowledge, any intelligence, even the idiot ones will understand what is good and bad. But still, deny it or whatever we wanted. So it was related with this topic that I have already told to make about the time of Egypt. We are also there. The way of enslavement. They studied that part, then they implemented, then they make etc. like this, like that. Like we are divided with religions, we are divided with cultures, belief, we are divided with etc. Like this, like that, like the division of good and bad. But if it will be combined, you can balance it actually. Your bad personality, because of good, you can control it. Because of we have emotions, angers, etc. like that. Because of it depends if it will go. It will go to hatred, which is bad, or good. Do you know what I mean? How does it work? Because I always see a post which is you cannot wait. Let's continue. You cannot serve two masters. Why are you serving two masters there? And actually, we have already manners, qualities, characteristics, etc., which is bad or good, the yin and yang. So I saw a video and I will put it in here. So let's watch it.
The dark as well as the light power serves only one master, who is the creator of all that is, and whose goal is to create the superhuman. The final goal of human reincarnation is to create a human being who has experienced all imaginable positive and negative experiences, and therefore is able to develop beyond any judgment into the humanly incarnated image of God. A human being who has become God has lived through the completed range of the cosmic keyboard from the lowest to the highest note. God does not judge. He shines on his creations like a sun, on the flowers or the weeds, or on his being. The experiment of duality has come to an end, and the planet Earth is an ascending planet, onto which the Creator himself incarnates in the shape of human beings. The return of the ascended brotherhood from Lemuria And Atlantis is the return of the 144,000 masters of light, the cosmic monads. They are incarnated as human beings, united, and together they will represent the White Pyramid, God's eye, who sees everything, the presence of the Almighty on earth. They are the open witnesses who have all described from a different perspective the process of ascension, since they have already lived through it before.
Yeah, as I said, we are not serving two masters there. You just your bad DNA system in you, because we cannot remove that one. We have bad in ourselves, but we cannot remove it. That's why the good is there to balance it, to control it, to understand it, to respect it. Then the bad will respect it also. Be gentle on who you are. But if your selfishness, egoistic, prideful self is very strong, well, I would say this one, because I observe also while healing. If you are in a lineage of that 140, so 144 key personals or energy, all of you are your siblings, your uncles, your mother or father, your grandparent or grandfather, because we are all chosen, but those different kinds of people from the chosens, the ones who are awakened, or the energy is different. They can actually swap if the healing is already there. What is being left from the bloodline? So I observe at some point I'm swapping from someone, whatever I think of or accept. A vision that will come also, that are you sure you want to swap with this one, so that etc. Well, I agreed, and it's like their karma is being, you accumulate it yourself also, but you cannot heal who they are. Only what they have got through from their ancestors bloodline. What I mean is, there's the sins that was being passed by their parents, their etc. Of course, their parents is your grandparents or etc. So that will happen also if you agreed yourself, and if you know you can handle strongly. But if you have a choice to stop it, it will stop. So the thing is, if you heal that sins that is being passed, the curse or the past, etc., you cannot heal who they are. Their selfishness, their qualities, manners, self only. That's why it happened also, because I have to tell to you that they don't understand that swapping that they are saying. As you advise the person, you motivate or you heal, as being a healer, I can say, or spiritually doctor that they are saying, or whatever they say it, as you fa- as you have a conversation to someone, there is something bad energy that you have to get it, then heal it to that person, and it depends on that person if it continually heal it, or just like that, just contented with that part. That's why they are, if they have conversation with someone with those kinds of gift, it's like they are seeking more, the other person is seeking more, or don't understand something. So we have to be educated at that part also, the swapping that they are saying, the natural swapping, actually helping also, but it depends of the person if it gets it on a right or bad, the division also of God or good, if it directly came from their pride and ego and didn't understand the message, which is why they are being hurt of something that there's no reason for it to be hurt, but it should be just accept it as it is, the message, then maybe, and realize it, the learning, which is to get the lesson, which is maybe I'm like this, like that, and I accept that I'm like this, I like that, then that realizing, then you will be enlightened and be free and awakened. then it will be clear. The visions will always come like that. That's why you didn't see a vision that they are saying, because the hindrance is the ego and pride that they are saying. You didn't bring down. You always put that pride and ego there. I mean, so let's come back about the pyramid that we are saying. So yes, there are some people that handles the world that they are seeing. That's why some of the things that they plotted, it's like if you realize it, you how you got from the level of understanding. Why is it that always one country always started, then all of it will synchronize? Especially that COVID, right? It's like we understand it that these countries actually are fighting, but actually there is a more plan beyond. It's only a technique. Maybe it's a way to tell the people that I don't have any business with this country, this company, this organization, so that the people will not see it. So let's be careful of our organizations, those businesses, and other people that are known in governments. They plot something to us very innocent and poor people. They use our pains and traumas and the arrogance and our low esteem. They know that kinds of they organize because they know that they have different kinds of knowledge. So one will suggest, that one will add, that one will like this. So they studied the part of Egypt. Why is it before is even the Bible itself? Before like this, like that. So I will arrange a verses that's like a story until it says you as a person are being enlightened. If you came out, as I've said, if you came out, you are already one of the Israelites. You are enlightened. But if not, you are in Egypt. You are in Egypt being enslaved, or the slaver, the one who is lived, or the one who is being enslaved. So all of our ancestors, which is Abraham, Jacob, Moses, they all their story, I mean, is all about bringing out the Israelites from slaveness, which is part of awakening also, but it's a part of action. Today is about brain, this wisdom and knowledge and intelligence. We are all having a problem of it, because it's more draining actually using this one than physical. If you hard work very much, it's just very draining. But if you think 1 hour, it's more draining, right? So we are having a problem of that now because of the inventions itself also, or what they put in our brain and what they implemented in schools and what they written in the books. We have to accept also that some of the things that we learn from schools are not true. But we have to continue because it's already there. As long as in our life, God is number one, second is us, third is others. Because if you forgot yourself and only seek and validate from others, then you will have an identity crisis, as they are saying. So I'll give you the verses. We'll start with a verse in, is that Deuteronomy? I will put it in here. Then it says that I will return you to Egypt and sell yourself to your enemy, and no one will buy for you. It's like a situation. If you are already coming out of a situation, but it's like there is something pulling back you down, or pulling down you back, because you're already getting out. You're already being enlightened, awakened. In some situations, we have to come back, like even in doing this one or healing, so that we can experience more and seek more, so that we can understand more and give the informations more, even especially if your self-esteem is destroyed and became low self-esteem, or your self is corrupted, your manners, characteristic, personalities, etc., so that you can totally understand why you experience that, why you need to heal, etc., like this, and why there is a bad and good, etc., so that you can understand the connection of something and there in that to something. It's like why God came here in this earth to be Lord Jesus Christ, and half of the soul is a soul of a human, which is the soul of Mother Mary, to experience being human that they are saying, right? So that we should experience that they are saying also a situation, so that we can totally awaken and give the total, if we still needed to, if we still wanted, to continue these kinds of the awakener, the enlightener, the healer, go to the right path. You don't want in order to be a bad person, you want to be more enlightened. um you have to, if you want to, accept who you are, even to bad or good, to change something, you have to experience it. Are really truly enlightened, or God already see that part, Lord Jesus Christ, because He is already in our system, and the Holy Spirit is there, He will come and bring you out. And this will come, as they always say, or as we always hear, or as our sisters taught us, that God will always give the revenge for us. That situation has a part at that situation also. Everything will come, the karma, good or bad, consequences of our actions, whatever business that we put, especially through our God, it will, perspire, bad or good, as we do our purpose in our life. That we think that purpose is all about, because we are already drawn, very drawn of money. Why people always tend to put their energies in money is because of disappointment of other people. They experience betrayal, 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 but money can only give them happiness. That's why they drawn themselves through that part. Than seeking people that always betray them and destroy their trust. So I understand those kinds of people. They are better than those people that, right? At least they know that, unless they are uh, seeking that money in a better way also, they are saying the good way. Because if you love money and you're seeking it in a good way, but still put God in that part, you are not actually, what's that, you're not actually serving two masters there, sir. Because at the very beginning, all of our knowledge, intelligence, etc., is all from Him. We just use it in a bad way. That's why the bad is always there. But that there's always a situation that should first happen before the real part, which is God will come and conquer His creations back and claim it all. It has to happen, that it, as it is at, it said in the verse. I cannot find that verse, but I have already read that part. This is it's like on the tarot card. Wow. Woe for those who are, woe is for those who go down to the Egypt and ride to their horseman, etc. Well, this for these people that are enlightened but still didn't believe those kinds of, this has two meaning actually. The other is so an encouragement also for those who are doing their part to enlighten everyone. For us that doing this part, it's a part of advice and motivation from God. always put, I mean, for my part, as a doing this one, there would be a time that you will really experience tiredness. But if you seek, that verse always come also. Seek his arms, his help, he will always comes. But if you will only, I have already told this one also, you only, that word, wait. I will use this one. You will only put your wisdom, knowledge, or intelligence through you only. It will lead you to more chaos actually, in not seeking God. But you're leading your informations more and more and more and more chaos, and you are giving mislead to people. So it's a part of a sin also, a big sin for us, that giving informations, if we don't put God in it, the help, didn't even apply what we see in here, then especially even saying pray but you are not also applying it, there's a consequences of that also. And correction, motivation, advice, if you don't apply also, there's always a consequences of that. So this is a message from us who are already Israelites that was being enlightened. So the world is already ours. We are the descendants. So I think automatically Egypt already is cast away. Maybe something happened with that history on that Egypt. Maybe na there are some actually that they don't die from that situation and they manifested and through the evil, because you can still manifest from evil. But well, the manifestation is already done also, that this time any manifestation from evil is always being hindered, or no weapon against the good, no bad weapons, I mean, will perspire on good. So we will now experience the benefit of it, which is good will always be winner from this moment until this coming years. But changes actually is hard, especially we have different kinds of characteristics, manners, and how we heal things, and accept, understand, be patient. We have levels that we are saying, knowledge, intelligence, wisdom levels, all has levels. So we have to wait one another. It could be years, 100 years maybe. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that 7 years that it was given is enough. So well, let's manifest that one, or even half of that 7 years, right? Why not? So let's manifest this right now in a positive thought through God. Business that we do wholeheartedly through God will bear a fruits, and we will benefit from it. But if you do it from your own purpose, bad purpose, etc., you know what's the fruit it. I mean, fruit is una yun, pronunciation. Fruit is, um, which is, as they say, as we hear, as every time our teacher says, also our ancestors, that what you put in the table will always what will come. The consequences, the karma also, etc. we will only be delivered if we accept it and heal ourselves. Not only from pains and traumas, but like at least accepting who we are truly and those kinds of manners, attitudes, etc. No selfishness, prideful ego of people. At least because it's a part of feeling also. And well, I learned also that those people that always mock someone or shame someone or put lie to someone will always be like that. They cannot remove from their system. Promise. How come we can get that devil deliverance if you accept the change? But if not, like in 3D, if you are still there, you are still in Egypt or you are the Egypt. And if you are ascending, you are already the Israelite itself. Like 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D until 15 day. And let's come back with the thing that which is I'm talking about with those people that loves to see the physical, but they cannot see their. I love to mock persons, but their bad characteristic, especially if I seen from them. Like they love to mock others, but they cannot see their uh ugali, or what's the English of that? That manners, attitudes, characteristics. That they even mock their fellow, but they cannot see their characteristics. Like if they see a person which is fat, OMG, that person is ugly and fat, but they cannot change that characteristic. So they deserve a mark that they are a bad person. Because how can a person live like that? It's better for you to shut your mouth if you don't know what to say. If you are very irritated from that person, better to shut your mouth. Because your bad characteristic is coming out. And you are proving who you are. I won't tolerate those kinds of people anymore. When you are always thinking of, will they be hurt or etc. like this. But no, you have to awaken them even in a harsh way and tell who they are. And a part of truth also. Maybe that way they will be awakened and they will change their characters. If still not, they still go through their ego and pride. I forgot the word for it. Not quite still good in English. They still using that pride, selfishness, pride, and ego. Then give them also a harsh awakening. So shameful of us people that we are like that, but we are not seeing ourselves. As I have said again and again, it's easy for me to say these kinds of to correct or say whatever I wanted, especially bad characteristic, manners, attitudes of people, because I'm applying it also to myself. I'm controlling it. I'm also advising myself if I observe that how I think, how I say, even though I'm talking to myself. Sometimes because I do it also, look at that person. Like I'm giving you an example and like talking to my brain, which is look at that person. It thinks it's perfect. It thinks it's sexy. It thinks it's beautiful. But is it inside? It's beautiful also. That's not good, right? You already judge the person. So the way is you correct yourself. People cannot do that, right? Because what they think is what they are doing. I mean, is on the right path. And why teens today do that also? That's how they see adults also in their home. How their parents talk, how their grandparents or how their uncles and aunts or how what they see in front of them. Even teachers is even kids seeing just having rumors with one another, their neighbors. Then they will apply it. Is that what we are going to, excuse me, confirmation to teach our younger generations? Even even in televisions, in radios, they are actually straightforwardly mocking someone. They love to tell like this, like that. But they are not seeing themselves. So shameful how people became are to Egypt. They really allow themselves to be demon. We are the demon. And people really doesn't accept that one. They are the snake itself. And I hope you understand. Short, but you will be enlightened. So see you again in my next video. Comment if you want for more so that we can learn all and share, like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. See you again in my next videos.